the Love Lab. Today we are making crispy seared chicken thighs, and we're making them in a white wine and rosemary sauce. This is going to be absolutely delicious. This is one of those quick meals that doesn't take a long time to cook, so make sure you're watching because it'll be over before it starts. Let's jump in and look at our ingredients. First, we have chicken thighs, of course, some onions, some rosemary, some Infusion Blends amazing rosemary butter. We'll talk about that more. Garlic. I've got a little white wine off on the side here, a nice dry white wine, and olive oil and various other things. So let's get started cooking. We're going to start today in our cast iron skillet. I'm putting a little olive oil down, and the first thing I'm going to do is get my onions going and my garlic because I want to get the flavor started. We got to get the flavor party started here, you guys. I'm starting off by getting my onions going here because I want to get a little bit of the flavor of the onions and the garlic into the oil before I sear the chicken, so that will be in the chicken as well. So I've cut up this nice yellow onion here. Just going to get it a little soft. We're not going to cook it all the way. And then we're going to add to this our garlic. Now I'm using minced garlic, about 2 tablespoons here. You can always use fresh garlic. Fresh garlic, minced garlic. Garlic is garlic, honey. Just make sure you use enough of it so it tastes delicious. Oh yeah. And what we're gonna do after we get this going is we're gonna set this aside and then sear our thighs. And then we'll make a nice sauce and we will finish these babies in the oven and it's gonna be amazing. This is one of those good nights for dinner. Put a little salt in here as well. Just a little. I don't want to do too much salt because that butter that we're going to use today, that amazing rosemary butter, has all the seasoning we need. And everything's gonna come together and be lovely. What I love most about chicken thighs, you guys, is they hold flavor really well and they're juicy. Chicken thighs and chicken legs have this amazing, I don't know what it is about the legs and the thighs on a chicken. They just take that flavor and they just, you know, they hold on to it. Oh, this looks delicious. And then, oh yeah, it smells good. Smells really good. You know, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh rosemary while I was doing that. See, I have a rosemary stalk here. You're just gonna go down it. Just go down, pull it off like that. I'm gonna put the rest of it when I do the gravy. There we go. Fresh rosemary. Little runaway. Oh, can we just eat the onions and the garlic here? This is delicious. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put some more of this rosemary in now. I was going to do it later, guys, but that's the beauty of cooking. When you realize something works, it makes sense. Honey, don't fight it. The food is telling you what it needs. Okay. That is good. All right, we're going to set this aside. We're going to put this right here. Now, this cast iron skillet is heavy. I mean heavy, guys. So, let me see. I'm going to come up with a way to not mess myself up taking these out. I'm just going to use this. Because I don't, oops, okay, that wasn't so good, was it? Let's try this side. This is what I love about my cooking show. It's real. It is not staged. It is not scripted. It is really what happens when you're in the kitchen cooking. You get runaways sometimes. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells good though. I know you can smell it. I bet you smell that rosemary, that fresh rosemary. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so we're gonna get this all out. Those garlic pieces too. Just like that. Like so, as they say. Okay. And I'm making sure I get them all out because I don't want the onion to burn. The garlic I'm not so worried about because it'll just flavor the meat, but the onion can burn. Okay, so now that we've got here, I'm going to get ready to sear my chicken thighs. Now, to sear your chicken thighs, here's the deal. You gotta have your olive oil in there. It's got to be hot, okay? Do not put your herb seasoning on your chicken though, when you're going to sear, okay? So, you're gonna just do some salt and pepper, okay? And you're gonna start, you see how it's coming, how it's popping? See that? You see that flame coming up? Some salt and some fresh ground pepper. Okay, and we're gonna put this skin side down first. Ready? Listen to it. Ooh, skin side, there it is. And you're gonna put it skin side down because this is the side we want to get crispy. And it's fine that that heat is up high, that's what's getting it crispy. Once you put it down, then you're gonna go back. See that? Now be careful. If you need a splatter screen, use one. Then you're gonna season the other side of the chicken. There we go. This is a really fast meal. You're gonna be surprised how quick this is. You know, I used to not know how to sear well, and I had a few searing mishaps. That's what we'll call them. In the kitchen, once I figured out, the thing is your skillet has to be high, and your oil's gotta be in there good, and you don't wanna put herbs on the side that you put down because the herbs will just burn. How you know your chicken is ready to turn is when the skin starts to come away. You see this? See that? It's not quite pulling away yet, so it's not ready. But this is what you want to do. This is how you sear the chicken thigh. So you're going to let this sit on here until that skin starts pulling away, and that's when it's ready for you to flip it. Okay? It will pop up and do all these things. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. I promise you, nothing bad will happen. And then what we do, oh, see, look at that. It's not quite ready, but I just wanted you to see. I got anxious, y'all. I got excited. Oh, yeah, I'm checking them out. Beautiful. You should start to see it pulling up, and then we'll flip them over. And then we'll flip them over for a second and let them cook a little bit on that side. And then what we'll do is we're going to make a nice sauce in here. Then we're going to put the chicken back in it and finish it in the oven. Oh, yes, beautifully. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I love cooking with the cast iron skillet because look at that. Oh man, look how pretty that is. You see that? I'm gonna turn this one back over because I want that part to get crispy. If you need to pull it up to make sure that you get a piece of the skin where you want it, that's okay. I hope you can hear me over this chicken, y'all. It acts like it's frying. Oh wow, look how pretty that is, you guys. Doesn't that look nice? Now if you want to sear it some more, or you want it to get crispier, you can. Because you're going to finish cooking these in the oven. Ooh, that one kind of tried to fight back. Be still. Behave. There we go. Okay, I'm going to let them alone. That one's getting a little attitude. Now when we take them out, you're going to make sure that you place them on a dish with the sear side up, because if you put the sear side down, you're going to lose the crispiness that you just worked so hard to achieve. Okay? See there? Make sure you use a different dish because you don't want any cross-contamination between raw chicken and cooked chicken. Okay? And there's our chicken thighs. Actually, I'm gonna put them here so you can see them and kind of have a reminder of how pretty our meal is coming out. Now I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit, and I'm actually going to move the skillet off of the heat just for a moment because I want it to cool down. I needed to have it, okay, I'll get it when I clean up. I moved the skillet off of the heat momentarily because even though we needed all of that heat to sizzle up and really give us a nice crispy sear on that chicken, we don't want it to stay that hot, because if it stays that hot, then what's gonna happen is we're gonna burn our butter, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna burn the sauce that we're gonna make for it. So we're gonna prepare now to make our sauce that we're gonna cook our chicken in. I'm not gonna put it back on the heat yet. It's still hot by itself. This is our rosemary infused butter. We are using Infusion Blends butter today, and this is their amazing rosemary flavor. So I'm going to put a little piece here. See, is it too hot? Oh no, my skillet is in a much better mood now. There we go. I'm using a lot of this because I'm making a sauce out of it, okay? And what you'll notice about this Infusion Blends butter is you do not have to add anything extra to it. It has the flavor all by itself. So I'm gonna turn the heat back on. I'm not gonna turn it up really high. I'm gonna get my whisk here. Oh yeah, oh, smells delightful. Now what I'm gonna do is put the rest of this fresh rosemary in here. And this is just gonna make it look really pretty, okay? See that? Oh, isn't that pretty? Make sure your heat's not up too high yet because we don't want anything to happen. I'm gonna pour a little of this white wine in here too before I get too far gone. Oh yeah, that's deglazing our pan. Ooh! Oh, man, it smells good, you guys. And this is just a really nice, just a dry white wine. Make sure that heat is down. See that? And if you want, you can even add a little bit of cream to this to make it a cream sauce. I just want it to be a buttery. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm adding about a cup of this white wine to it. And then what I'm gonna do is put the rest of my rosemary in here. See why I wanted to get the wine in there? So it can start cooking. Oh, it smells delightful. Okay, and then we're gonna add back in our onions and garlic. See that? Oh, this is so elegant. This is a really elegant meal. I love using infusion butter. And what I love about using infusion butter is you don't have to do anything else. That's what's awesome. Now you see I'm pushing these around. I'm gonna now take my chicken pieces and put them back. Sear side up. Don't forget, sear side up. Okay, just like that. And put these in here. Just move it around, you know, move the onions a little bit. Just like this. And then I'm going to put this into the oven and I'm gonna let it cook at 400 degrees for maybe another 20 minutes or so, just until the chicken thighs are done completely. And I want you to notice, this is why I didn't cook those onions too long. Remember initially I said I'm not gonna overcook the onions, I just want them to get soft. I'll put a little more wine in here. Okay, now how about we just sneak a little taste of the sauce, just to see. See that? Look how pretty. Oh. My grandmama used to say, I said, Grandma, how do you know when the food is done? She said, taste it, baby. Okay. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, wow. Oh, I can't wait to serve this to my family. Okay, and just like that, we're gonna put this in the oven, let it finish cooking, and we'll be back. Well guys, here we are. 20 minutes for me, 2 seconds for you. Look at this beautiful chicken. You see how lovely this came out? See? Nice crisp chicken thighs, and look at this sauce. Oh, is that not beautiful? Look at that. Oh, and those onions and the rosemary. Let's do the best part of this and let's taste one. So I'm just gonna take a piece here. I've got my plate. I'm gonna make this an, oh yes, 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 yes. You know, when you cook, you definitely need to make sure you eat some. Look at this. Now I know it's crispy and I'm putting sauce on it, but that's what the sauce is for. Oh, y'all. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna take a taste of this. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use a fork and knife because I know I got some couth. Look at that, look how beautiful that is. See, I don't know if you can tell it's still steaming. You may not be able to see that. I want you to really see inside there. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna taste a little piece because I have to be dignified. I'm being recorded. Okay. That is so delicious. The rosemary flavor from the butter mixed with the white wine. It was a really nice dry white wine that just, oh, this is all kinds of right. Well, I need to finish eating this chicken because this is absolutely delicious. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to check out infusionblends.com for the amazing rosemary butter we used today in our recipe. The full recipe also is on my website, cheflorious.com. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time. Happy cooking.